Hey kids, it's time for another exciting episode of KWJUDAS! Yeah, I love getting the band to clap for themselves.
Hey, you told us it would be secret.
I mean, we got a huge studio audience here tonight,
True.
folks. They're all very enthusiastic to be here, and so are our mighty guests, the Vintage Vagabonds.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Word. So what does that name mean? What does it mean to you?
So it kind of started. I used to play in this cover band before, and it wasn't really going anywhere. And I wanted to start writing my own stuff that felt more like me instead of just playing songs of other people. I still like it. I still enjoy it, but I prefer to.
You can only go so far with a cover band.
Exactly.
You make some money though.
Yeah, it was a good a start out for me, which I liked it. And then I had the idea in mind, like a vintage experience before, but it wasn't necessarily. It wasn't really like the kind of thing that it turned out to be. We had a couple lineup changes, and the keyboard of the time that he used to be in the band, we were kind of talking about changing the name and just throwing around a couple of names, and he came up with the VV for Vintage Vagabonds, and we thought, has a nice ring to it. So to us, it just kind of means that we play old-fashioned music, because that's pretty much like the kind of music we all grew up with.
Right.
And the vagabond part is just because, well, gotta have that sense of not belonging to a certain place, always moving around. I mean, three members of the band are pretty much not from the U.S. So,
for sure.
Yeah, so
where are you guys from?
I'm from Brazil originally.
I'm from Colombia, and the bass player, who is my brother, he's from Colombia too. So
he's not here right now.
No, he needed to work today.
Well, it's a good thing because we wouldn't have had a mic for him.
Yeah.
No offense to whatever his name is.
Nando.
We love
It's
you,
a good
Nando.
thing you're not here. And then you're from.
I'm from here, so
just
I'm
from Utah?
Yeah.
Word. Well, welcome to Gumption City.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
where
you.
we're broadcasting from tonight.
Oh, awesome.
Very
Gumption City, Utah,
Thank
which
you.
isn't technically a town yet, but it will be someday.
Yes. Not to be confused with Goshen.
No,
Right.
not at all. Is that where you're originally from?
I think there's maybe 3 people from there.
Yeah, is there anybody from Goshen? I don't know if anybody moves there, so there's got to be
True.
someone, at
Yeah.
least some people from
If you're listening and you're from
Goshen.
That's actually the first time I heard this kind of city. I didn't even know it existed.
Well.
So there you go.
It's south. It's not that far down south. It's
No.
kind of like at the end of Utah Lake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like a little bit below there.
Lots of cattle.
We did a photo shoot there of this. Oh, it's like this steel smelting place.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not allowed to go there
No.
anymore. There's like
Strictly off limits.
pollutants in the soil and pollutants in the water. But it was a cool, really cool escapade.
Yes.
Have
I've
you
seen it.
been there?
I've never been because I wasn't old enough to, where pollutants weren't a big deal. I'm after the pollutants were a big deal, sadly, so I didn't get to go.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool graffiti too.
That's true.
But you could find still the little, what do you call them? These little ceramic containers that they would use for steel smelting.
Yeah.
It was a cool
Wow.
place.
Very true.
You don't know. You weren't there.
Welcome to our podcast about Goshen.
About Goshen. Yeah, well, it's at least about time that we got the difference between Gumption and Goshen out of the way
Very true.
in case anybody was ever confused.
That's an FAQ. If I've
Gumption is just a city that we made up, and we just sort of stuck with it. So now it's the name of the radio station. We used to be called Free Radio Provo. For all of our long-term listeners, that's they already know, but you guys probably didn't know. This show, KWJUDAS, has been going for 9 years, and for the first, for the majority of that time, we were going under the radio station, Free Radio Provo,
Okay.
which just got changed last year because the guy who owned the rights to it was a dick.
Oh.
That happens.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And he decided he didn't want to let us use the name anymore.
Lame. Well, we're not fans of him.
Nah,
We don't like him.
Mm-mm.
Nah,
don't like
nobody is. Sore loser. Then he wiped our computer clean. See this computer back here?
Yes.
This is Gumption City Radio.
Okay.
So that is where we're broadcasting 24/7. There's always music coming out of there.
Awesome.
And you can tune in at our website just at gumptioncityradio.com. And it's, again, a very eclectic mix of music.
Okay.
Interesting.
You know, and since I got your guys's, at least those 4 songs,
Yeah.
you know, I'll put those into the mix as well.
Very nice.
And so, yeah, there's just like tons of local and underground and semi-mainstream. We got rid of most of the mainstream bands. Even the bands that I like, we still kind of got rid of a lot of it just because you can hear that stuff on all the other radio stations.
You got to find your niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was a shit ton of Jethro Tull for some reason.
Hey, there doesn't need to be a reason.
I mean a shit ton. Like
I mean,
I had to delete most of it.
You just need to be a little thick as a brick to just enjoy it. Reference.
I don't hate Jethro Tull or anything.
No.
Yeah, no.
But too much is too much.
It can be too much. Yeah.
So yeah, I had to delete a whole bunch of Jethro Tull. But it's also because we've had it for 9 years, the playlist has become more and more refined.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if I hear something that just doesn't belong on here, I remove it. And I listen to it fairly regularly because it's a good rotation of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's always playing.
Right. And there's no commercials, and you don't have to sign up for anything. You know, you don't need a membership. You can just get on and listen.
No Gumption City Plus yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I wouldn't even know how to go about that if I wanted to. And it just seems like too much responsibility, you know?
Yeah, it can be.
Like way too much of a hassle. So I just let it do its thing.
That's awesome.
It's good.
It is pretty cool. And you can tune in also at 87.9 FM.
Spread the word.
We definitely
Word.
gonna do that.
I mean, if you're around here.
Yes.
Where do you guys, are you guys based out of Utah County or Salt Lake?
We're actually... yeah.
Then we started in Salt Lake. I used to live there up until February of this year. Then I moved down here.
Orem, Provo.
Provo. Yeah.
Provo.
I live close to the Provo Library, downtown Provo.
Word.
yeah.
That place used to be haunted.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It used to be the BYU archives, and there was all sorts of satanic worship going on in there.
That explains why I see so many weird stuff happening around that area. That explains a lot now.
Well, you see, are you a medium?
No, like I see, but I just see very out of place stuff. Like not necessarily.
It is BYU town, so there's a lot of...
Yeah, I would say
experimenting.
like the people themselves doing weird stuff. I had this one guy when I was coming home after doing groceries, and this car parked behind me and started screaming "help" very loud, and I didn't pay no mind. I just kept walking, and then they drove fast, and I thought, what the heck was that?
Man, you could have saved somebody's life, and you just
Yeah,
didn't
man.
do anything.
I
That's a
could,
good
but
question.
it's just one me, and I rather not get involved in stuff that I don't know if I'm strong enough
Couldn't
to
be
handle it.
bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably made the right choice there.
I probably did. But I also had a situation that was actually on the news. It was on the Thursday night, yeah, a few months ago. I was at home just resting, and then I decided to just go out. And when I was about to get to the store, there was a car crash, a very, very bad one.
Damn.
These two cars kind of like this in front of each other, and then one car on top of another. Like
Wow.
it was
A car
crazy car crash. And I was just walking, and I didn't even realize that And it's usually that area that the car crash happened that I usually go for a walk. So it was very interesting that I decided not to go to that area, decided to go to a different one, but
Divine intervention, perhaps
Probably.
the spirits
probably
from the library.
was that.
You were guided.
I was guided. I was very much blessed that night. And it was very interesting. It just kind of made me scratch my head because in Brazil, I'm from a big city that's kind of the size of New York. I'm from São Paulo, which is very similar
Shout
to
out
New
Sao
York.
Paulo.
Shout out to that city. And the thing that it's interesting about it is that you have traffic. I've seen car crashes happening there, but nothing like here. Here's just its interesting breed, which I don't know why so many gnarly, very gnarly car crashes. But in Brazil, the most thing that I would see was just like traffic and just cars bumping into each other. And the most tragic of car crashes would just be like on the freeway or the highway going to the country area. But it was it's interesting. But besides that, I like it a lot. I like Utah a lot.
We're based out of the tundras of Heber now. So
Yeah.
we're kind of in the
Oh,
City.
Heber.
Yeah.
That's or the central band is.
Yeah, because that's where Jimmy and his brother
the Cruz
lives.
brothers.
So that's where we go.
That's where we have the studio. So all
Okay.
the time when we are practicing and we're creating stuff, that's our place
Yeah.
to
Our
make
home
it.
away
Yeah.
from home.
He built himself. That's like the other thing. He doesn't talk too much about it, but he built the whole thing himself, which is very
You built
impressive.
the studio, or
The studio.
Just made the room like soundproof and stuff like that, and rocks in it, and all the mics, and pretty much set up everything to just go over there and plug in your instrument and start recording and making music.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Being able to record is like, I don't know. To me, it's like having the keys to Disneyland.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't have the best setup here, obviously, but I have enough to just record some of my own music on
That's
my
awesome.
own. And it's like something that I don't know how I ever lived without it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, once you actually have the ability to record shit, it's like the possibilities are endless.
Exactly. Yeah.
Pretty
I can
much.
say anything I want into this mic.
And of course, yeah, I'm able to do this here podcast here that's ever so popular, at least in Gumption.
Yes.
Gumption.
It's the number one podcast in Gumption.
It is, actually. We run all the media from this room right here. All TV and radio that goes on in Gumption City, it all comes from right here.
Nice.
Interesting.
awesome.
All right.
Yeah, we kind of have a monopoly, so we can make the people believe whatever we want.
And they'll believe it.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
All the citizens only have one source of any media
Yes.
whatsoever, and that's us.
Echo chamber.
Pretty much.
Word.
much.
And it's
Jimmy-
all a big experiment.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Jimmy is actually in this studio. He the demos you'll hear tonight are he made those, and so it's kind of a fledgling project, but I think they sound really good with what we've have.
Is this your first attempt at something like this?
Yeah, basically, I've been just trying to watch videos online and trying to teach myself how to do a normal recording process, trying to, I started recording, I got this microphone set up that I could record my drums, so I started recording the drums for these songs that we already have, and then I said, okay, why I don't start asking them to record the bass, guitars,
Right.
and stuff like that. And yeah, I got more interested in learning more and trying to use this program Pro Tools, which is huge. And yeah, I know how to do
So
the basic.
Pro Tools is your main.
I mean, it's the only program that I had access to.
That's what I
And-
was gonna ask next. Actually, is what DAW do you use?
Yeah, and yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm not a pro, but I just learned enough to make the songs that we have sound better, and try to just play them
Word.
on the car or playing it on the radio on the speaker when we are with friends and stuff like that.
Yep.
They sound not bad to me. I mean,
Yeah.
No, they sound good. They
that's
sound good.
Yeah, so far, from what I've heard, they sound pretty good. Maybe we should get into another one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Search
that's
my
the
mic.
it.
Oh, there we go. All right. This is Vintage Vagabonds here on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. Thank you all so much for being with us tonight. You psyched me out at the end there. I thought it was the end, and then it wasn't.
We like to psych our listeners out.
Yeah, we do that very often at shows. We like to give fake endings for everything.
That's true.
Have you ever tried doing a show on psychedelics?
Not recently.
Not really.
Not recently.
Not that I'm aware of, but I think the one time we did was like ABGs that we were so sweaty they felt like we
It
were
felt like we were on.
psychedelics.
Yeah.
It was the hottest show we've ever played. All of us was dripping sweat. My shirt had extra layers of armpits that I was not expecting to have. It was gnarly.
Yeah, I remember having to take my shirt off at ABG's for a show one time because it was just too damn hot.
Yeah.
You got to do it once.
And then we got kicked out, and I have no idea why for. I hope it wasn't for taking my shirt off.
No.
Well, okay, we didn't
definitely
get
not.
kicked out. We got banned forever.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a little different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's way different. It's way worse. Especially when they don't tell you why. They're just like, sorry about what happened, but
It's up to you to find out.
Yeah.
yeah, just sit here and guess.
It just doesn't
Was
make
it
any
because I
sense.
took my shirt off? I don't know. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Definitely not fair.
They got a new bookie now, and we kind of know him, John Ross Boyce. We've known him for a while, and, you know, he's kind of a friend of the band.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And so I asked him, since it's a new guy,
Any chance?
what do you say to my band playing there sometime? And he's like, oh, I'll find out. And then he came back. The next time I saw him was at a show at Crucial Fest, and he was just like, yeah, man, I've been meaning to talk to you about this. So I talked to them about it, and yeah, you guys are like totally blacklisted. Like they have a list of bands that cannot play there anymore, and for some reason you're on it. And I'm like, can you find out the reason? Would you ask them? I would at least like to know why I can't play at a place, so that maybe I don't do it again.
Fair.
Yeah.
You're trying to live and learn, you know, trying to make
Right?
amends.
How am I supposed to
Exactly.
learn?
If nobody's
I-
telling you.
Right, if I have no idea what I did wrong.
Yeah.
And this isn't the only place. Maybe it's just because my band's too fucking weird.
Could be.
Because we're not like a normal band, but we still usually have a good reaction
Yeah.
at most places we play, and especially with the bands we play with.
Good reactions. Well, and ABG's consistently has great crowds. I'm in
Yeah.
this group in another cover band called Atomic with an explanation point for the I. Just want to make sure people can find it. Just kidding. But between both bands.
Oh yeah, go ahead and plug your shit. No, that's cool.
We really like playing ABGs, so we're hoping to do more with this
I
band.
know. I love
Yeah.
ABGs.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's the thing is,
Very fun.
I
It's a
hate
great
that they
place.
won't let us play there.
Yeah. And it's a place that
One day.
we kind of fit in pretty easily because we started out playing at different venues in Provo, but mostly with a lot of indie
Mhm.
bands that didn't really fit with us because Provo has much of that indie folk singer songwriter
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
And then you have us, a blues rock band that it's not shy of being loud on stage and being energetic on stage, and it's just a little like we stand out, but at the same time I don't think it's even like a fair competition with the other bands, if it is even a competition to think about, because it's just we play so differently
Mhm.
Word.
that it's just hard. And Jimmy said it best in our last show that we're not BYU music, and that is for sure. We're not BYU music.
Now that's cool.
Yeah,
We're a
Being
little
from around
polarizing
here.
yeah,
in that regard. Like if you listen to our music, we won't see polarizing at all. But when we're playing against like a singer songwriter, and then
Yeah.
the end group is like an indie band, it's like what are these guys doing
yep,
in there?
yeah. It's not like we say anything bad in our music. I mean, we're very thoughtful about how we write, how we compose everything. But then you play with a band that it's more pop. Then the
Mhm.
people that stay around to watch us, they just scratch their heads thinking, what's happening right now?
We're loud.
Word.
True.
Yeah,
Very
we're
loud.
Jimmy
Very
is
loud.
kinda
speaking,
loud, yeah.
and he's the loudest.
Speaking of loud, somebody just loudly knocked on my door, so I'm going to play another song and
All
go
right.
see who it was. Maybe it's the Wizard.
Maybe it's
The Wizard of
the
Every
G.
Place.
This is KWJUDAS Gumption City Radio.
What's going on today? Another dark path in my way. Another life was taken away. Move along, move along,
Vintage Vagabonds on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. And what do you know? It actually was the wizard at the door. Thank you for joining us.
Sorry for my tardiness.
It's unacceptable. But at least you got here right in time for the halfway mark of the show.
Yeah.
So,
just in time for a useless fact.
Yes, it is time for Wizard's Useless Fact.
On that note, you know that giraffes are 30 times more likely to be struck by lightning than a human being.
Well, they're that tall.
Yeah.
Say 30 times?
30 times more likely to be struck by lightning.
They're probably
sad.
30 times more likely to be struck by lightning than, like, any other animal.
Yeah, true.
They're just a big walking telephone pole.
Also true.
Man,
So,
evolution
yeah.
did not consider that. I
Maybe.
just considered the trees and the food within them. Not the lightning.
I believe it, though. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Still not a very useful fact.
Yeah, it's definitely useless. You can also weigh a cloud. They weigh about 30 tons apiece.
Okay.
I'm sure you didn't want to know, but yeah, there it is.
You can weigh a cloud.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of very specific instruments, but
Very expensive.
yeah, very expensive as well. Well, I mean, that, expense is a state of mind.
Whoa.
Mind blown right now.
So, that's the wizard.
Yeah. Behold.
You guys just met.
Nice to meet you, man.
This is the Vintage Vagabonds.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't you guys go around and introduce yourselves, since we haven't done that yet anyway?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Dope.
that's true. My name is Kaiki. I'm 20.
Say that again.
Kaiki.
Kaiki?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it.
Thank you.
I was wondering how you pronounce that name. I wasn't gonna ask, but thanks.
No, it's a little. I mean, my name has been butchered a ton of different times. I got so many weird pronunciations of it. It was like Kiki, Kaik, Cake, a bunch of random stuff. And then I used to go by Kai a while, but then I decided just to ditch the nickname. And I thought, you know what? Been here in this country for almost 5 years. People need to learn how to pronounce my name.
Dope.
They
Exactly.
need to know. Sorry,
Right.
not sorry. So, and I'm 27. I currently live in Provo, from Brazil, born and raised originally. Currently, I'm also a UVU student, so shout out to Utah Valley University as well.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, good university, good university. But yeah,
All right, I'm Jimmy. I'm 35. I'm the noisy guy on the band. I'm the drummer.
Right.
And yeah, I live in Heber, where we practice. I'm from Bogota, from Colombia.
Oh, dope.
Word.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
In the U.S. for 10 years, and over here in Utah for almost 8.
Word.
Yeah.
In Heber the whole time?
I used to live in Park City, but
Oh.
everything
Sweet.
is so expensive
It's,
right now.
yeah, way more expensive.
That's unbelievable. And yeah,
Heber's the more affordable Park City.
exactly. And it's not that far. It's just 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's an
depending on
easy
the
drive.
weather.
And you have a couple of different canyons you can go through, too. There's options.
Exactly. Which now is huge, Heber. When I was, like 4 or 5 years ago, it was pretty small. And nowadays it's crazy.
Heber's
it-
definitely
yeah.
growing.
Yeah.
It's
growing
exploding.
For sure. Yeah, I always thought Heber was kind of a cool place because it's got enough shit out there where you probably don't need to like go to Provo or Salt Lake very often.
Yeah. So in a
And-
couple of years, it's gonna be a really big city.
I'm just surprised that they can't ever keep a bar open out there.
The other end.
That's a good question. Yeah.
They've had bars. I've known of bars, and every time we get in, they treat your bands really, really well.
Really good.
You know, they pay us pretty well, and they love the music that we're playing, and they give you free drinks all night, free food, and then they close.
And then the bands take you into their tour bus and let you drink more.
Yeah, depending on who you're playing with.
The greediness of these local bands is leading to these shutdowns.
Obviously, I'm referring to one specific night. It was absolutely crazy, but let's keep going around.
Nando, who is our bass player, is not here, but he's Jimmy's brother. Lives also in Heber. Just wanted to shout him out.
He's the
Word.
He's the most handsome one in this
Yes,
entire
he
band.
is.
The
Luscious
most
locks.
handsome.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was wondering if there was one.
it's him.
No, I'm kidding.
It's usually
There
the
must
bass
be
player.
someone beautiful in this band. Like, what's happening here?
Yeah. My name is Boston. I'm a singer. I'm in a few bands, but this is my original project. So I'm the newest member of the band, and I've been singing since I was middle school. Love classic rock. Love what we're about. I'm from Utah originally, Salt Lake.
Well, dope.
Yeah.
You're cutting yourself short, Boston. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're very handsome.
Thank you.
Yeah, he is. He is. You just keep telling, "Oh, I'm not that." No, you are.
Did I say that? Did I slip that in?
No,
Okay.
you never.
It was
realized.
implied. It was
Okay.
implied.
But it's you make comments. that are implied.
I could the way you were speaking. You're cutting yourself short. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Give yourself
self-deprecation's
more
hilarious.
credit.
Okay. I'm awesome.
Oh, Wizard thinks
Yes.
everyone's beautiful.
That might be true.
Wow, my emotions are. This is a roller coaster right now.
Yeah.
Do you want a Xanax?
Sure.
Or an Adderall.
What do you got?
Adderall will make it way better.
Oh, we got the roller coaster.
Over
That's
some
my
schneef.
Oh man.
Y'all ever watch that Letterkenny show? Anyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hoover some schneef.
Yes.
You ever hoovered schneef off a sleeping cow's back?
After I pushed it over, yes.
Good stuff.
Cow tipping.
Just the tip.
Have you ever been cow tipping?
I actually tried it once. It was a really bad idea.
What happened?
It doesn't work, bro.
I
They're
would
not
think-
asleep.
They're on to you.
They're onto you.
If we keep talking about cow tip and we're gonna get back on the topic of Goshen again, I'm worried.
Oh,
about that.
shit. Goshen, really? Don't get me started there.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier before you got here.
Oh, well. Let's go tip some cows in Goshen.
But I thought you said it didn't work
It doesn't. I tried.
because they're awake all night.
I mean, if they're standing upright, they're not sleeping.
Interesting.
They're already tipped if they're asleep.
Cows actually do lay down to go to sleep, by the way.
It's more for the experience of doing that than necessarily
Yeah.
making it
I mean,
work.
it was a fun experience that I will never forget. But that cow was not happy.
What did it do?
Oh, dude, it was kicking and mooing. I mean, I would have loved some milk, but it definitely wasn't milking.
Words?
No, it gave a couple of really violent kicks, stumbled sideways. I think it was half asleep. I don't know. It didn't go well, though. No one got hurt. No animals were hurt either in the making of this
Disclaimer.
podcast, by the way.
True.
That's good. That's good. We love animals here.
Gotta have the disclaimer. Well, that sounds like fun. I grew up in Lehigh where I guess cow tipping was always this thing they talked about but never went and did.
Well, because it doesn't work.
We also would talk about shooting cows with potato guns.
Dude, it's like hunting snipes.
I don't know about that.
Cow tipping is the exact same as snipe hunting. I'm just saying.
You
It's
just go
elusive.
out there
It never
knowing
happened.
that it's
It
not
never
gonna work.
happened.
Word.
It's all embellishment.
Yeah.
That's funny. I was actually just thinking about snipe hunting earlier today. Like, no joke. There was an episode of Cheers where they took Frasier out snipe hunting.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that one.
And for some reason, I was just thinking about it earlier today. And then he comes back and gets them. He pretends like he was still into it when he had been left out in the wilderness. And then he tricks them into going out with him to still try and find the snipe, making them think that he was that stupid.
Oh shit!
And at the end, he winds up ditching all them in the woods.
So
Getting
who's
his
this
own
sitting in
show.
the corner here?
Jimmy?
Yeah,
She's-
you do.
She's my wife.
Yeah, I'm just Jimmy's wife. I'm here supporting the band.
Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Thanks for your
Our biggest
support.
fan.
The biggest fan. I know the lyrics and everything, so I'm
Sweet. Just had to recognize. Yeah.
And she's not just Jimmy's wife. She does a lot of our social media.
Yeah.
And
She also made our first stickers as well, so shout out to her as well.
Hell yeah!
she's
That's
a
cool.
member of the
Yeah.
band.
She's basically-
Absolutely.
I wish we had someone doing our social media for us.
That would be dope.
I hate doing it.
At least we have someone doing our stickers. Wait. Shit.
Yeah, whenever you get around to that.
yeah, I'm sorry, but I have
Come on, the wizard.
I've got.
It's interesting, like you guys mentioned that, because like Boston and I are the marketing guys for the band as well. Because I also have like a associates in marketing, and Boston does that as his job. So we basically just come up together and see, okay, how we're gonna be doing the postings and everything. He's been helping me a lot, because before it was just me doing the whole thing. So having a second person to bounce off, it's great.
Taking care of social media, that's huge.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
She
lot
helps a
more
lot, too.
work than most people realize. Like props to you.
Yeah, she does all
That's
the
dope.
recordings for like our live performances, so it's great because then we have footage of us playing.
Oh, yeah.
You've never missed a show.
And she never missed the show, which is very important too.
Hell
Point out.
She's
yeah.
missed a show.
How long have you guys been playing shows?
So we started playing in 2023, right? No, 2023.
Oh yeah, I mean, I met you when we started with this cover band. You remember the
Oh yeah.
Cage the Elephant?
So okay,
Cage
a little
the
bit of a lore for us. So Jimmy and I have been playing together since 2022 because we met at a Cage the Elephant cover band that we started. That band didn't last for very long because the guy who organized the whole thing moved to Ohio, so it didn't last for very long. But then Jimmy and I just wanted to keep playing, and I told him about this project, which is Vintage Vagabonds, and we started just the two of us. And then I found at the time the bass player online through Facebook group, and the keyboard I met at a backyard show, and he stayed with us up until last year. The bass players we kept changing all the time because they would not stick around for the longest. It was really hard to find somebody that could
Stay with it.
stay and
Right.
It's the bass player.
even play the way that we wanted to play, because a lot of them didn't have the sort of background that I wanted this band to kind of have. And then our singer, fun fact, the original singer was female. Her name is Megan. She was our singer up until last year as well, but then she got married and that took more priority, and
As it does tend to do.
it tends to do. And it was bittersweet. I got invited to play her wedding because she had a song for her husband, so I played with her one last time. It was very fun, but also bittersweet just because I had to
Wow.
find
Yeah.
a singer and everything. And then we were looking for one, and Boston showed up, and
He's sexy, by the way.
Thank you.
he's a very sexy man.
I darkened their doorway with my size, first of all, but then my second.
And then like we been doing that, and then Nando, Jimmy's brother, was interested in the music, and then he decided to learn bass. So
So he didn't play bass before?
no, it was a drummer.
That's always
before?
how it
Wow.
goes. They just pick up a bass. It's like, okay, now you're the bass player.
He's
It's pretty
a great,
punk rock.
He's a great drummer. He's a great percussionist,
Ah.
and yeah, I learned how to play drums because of him and my influences. So when I was 15, he's 5 years older than me.
Word.
So when I was like 15, he got this big drum set, And yeah, he told me just try to do this and see if you're good. And
Right.
Yes.
and I just sat on the drum and yeah, it was just right in there. Just
Hell
big
yeah.
4 over here in the hi-hat, 1 and 3 in the kick drum, and just 2 and 4 on the snare drum, and it was there. So
Word.
I said, yeah, that's good. I started just playing and playing and playing, and big influences. Yeah, I saw Nirvana playing videos, when I saw Dave Grohl, Taylor Hawkins, Neil Peart. I got more interested in playing drums. So
Dope.
he decided to start learning how to play bass when we were having problems.
Because you couldn't
finding
keep a
one.
bass player.
He
Yeah.
said, okay,
Yes.
Word.
I'm gonna do
So train one.
that. And he was
Become one.
he was taking classes online with a professor in Colombia
For bass or for
for
drums?
bass.
For bass.
For
yeah.
bass.
Yeah, it was like a year ago or
Word.
year and a half.
From
You don't
zero.
need to take lessons from a professor to play bass.
I mean, he
Anyone
was doing
can
it,
play bass.
and he's doing great actually. Yeah.
I'm just being a dick
Uh,
because I play bass
And you're a dick.
and that.
his like what he does on the bass. It's basically what we've been looking for ages. Cause his ads and also it's just fun to be around. He's a
Hell
very
yeah.
fun dude to be around. So it's nice. And then it's interesting because when we think about our influences, because Boston, like pretty much like when we first met, he told me, "Oh, I'm a huge Lindsey Buckingham fan. That's just something you need to know." And he loves him. And then you come to me and like I play. My main thing to play is blues, so like Eric Clapton, Steve Ray Vaughan, those are the guys I lean to. And then you have Jimmy, who's more John Bonham, Neil Peart, Taylor Hawkins,
Grunge.
pretty much. All the grunge and even prog rock guys as well, because
Yeah.
Neil Peart.
Definitely
And-
prog.
And then and John Bonham, which lined up pretty nicely. And it's kind of fun because the nickname that I give to him sometimes is just either like Jim Hawkins or Jim Bonham, just because why not? Gotta have one of those.
Well, so when y'all come
Word.
back, you're going to bring the bass player, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we'll see y'all here again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
We would love to. We would love to.
Yeah, you just need to get more recordings.
Yes,
we sure do. Because we had the switch in lineup, we changed quite a bit. We
The
spent
music
some.
changed.
The music changed quite drastically because when we had the singer and the keyboard player, one comparison that we had was it sounded like Fleetwood Mac but heavier when we had the lineup, and now we
that's
got
cool.
Like
it's cool.
Christine McVie, Fleetwood
Yeah.
Mac, I'd say. Like
Yeah.
Megan's voice is
Yeah.
similar to her.
and then now we got very much like we sounds like Styx, which is an interesting.
Sticks is cool too.
It is. It is. It's interesting comparison to have, and because we did that change, we just decided to refresh. We're in the process like just restarting everything and refreshing ourselves, refreshing the image we have. So we did a couple photo shoots just to have a new image, new life into the band, because we felt that the 4 of us are very solid. We're kind of like a core. And we just felt that, you know what, if it's just going to be the 4 of us, let's make sure that everything's around the 4 of us. So we're kind of like
Dope.
Pink Floyd, but without having the issues that Roger Waters and David Gilmour had.
Hell yeah.
Otherwise, exactly
Hell
like
yeah.
them.
That is a big part of Pink Floyd.
Yeah, it is.
Is
Love those
the drama between the two
Yeah.
of them.
Roger Waters.
But hey, think about the drum. If it wasn't for that, the wall and all that stuff wouldn't have been made. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know.
And the
Have
wind
you guys
cried
heard
Mary.
Body Count's version of Comfortably Numb? It's
Another-
pretty cool.
Another
On
band,
purpose.
but never heard of it.
Body Count. It's Ice-T's metal band.
Oh,
It's
and
a
they
good
cover
band.
Water
Comfortably
Tea.
Numb.
Water Tea.
Right?
I'll have to listen to that.
And it's like the only thing that has ever got both Roger Waters and David Gilmour's consent.
Oh,
Interesting.
It's the only thing that the two of them have agreed on in like 20 years. Is they're like, okay, Ice-T can do this.
they need to have like a Wikipedia list of people you wouldn't expect to be in metal groups, like Christopher Lee, Ice-T, like just
All you have to do is start that
Poppy.
Wikipedia. Let's start it.
Yeah, no.
Word.
It's-
Well, let's have our last song we have recorded, and then we're going to get into some live stuff.
Yeah. Dope.
This is the Vintage Vagabonds here on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. And now, a word from our sponsor. Hey, kid, are you tired of all the cows still being awake every time you go cow tipping? Well, gee, sir, I've never been cow tipping before. You mean to tell me in your entire life growing up in a podunk town like Gumption City, Utah, you've never experienced the art of cow tipping? Well, no, sir, I guess I haven't. Well, dear boy, when the time comes, and by God you know it will, you're gonna need some way to guarantee those cows will be totally knocked out when you get out there. I suppose so. And I suppose Derpinschley has just the thing. Derpinschley has just the thing. Hey, you're taking my lines. Sorry, that's what it says in the script. Fear no more, son. What you need is Derpinschley's all-new cattle roofie. Contains just the right amount of GHB to subdue any cow for at least 13 hours. That's gotta be a lot of GHB. Oh yeah, definitely not for human consumption. It'll knock any human dead on their face for about a week. Can I try one? Not till you're older, son. Oh! Brought to you by Derpinschley. And remember, if it doesn't say Derpin, it's not Derpinschley. Well, that was a word from our sponsor, Derpinschley, without whom this program would never exist.
I love Derpinschley.
So, we even though we are above the hour, we're going to have a live performance because these guys brought in their instruments and, well, what would it be without? So, this is a brand new song here from the Vintage Vagabonds, KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. Take it away, boys. All right, you guys had one more song?
We sure do.
Looking forward to it.
Give me just 2 seconds here.
Vintage Vagabonds here on KWJUDAS, Gumption City Radio. Thank y'all so much for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Indeed.
My love, when I saw her, my love sparked a fire. My love, true desire, I'm on fire. My love, when I'm with her, my love, when I'm near her, my love takes me higher. I'm on fire. Land of suffering, baby, 'cause you know this fire can hurt. And I feel you near me, even though we're miles apart. But I'm not running, just let this fire burn. Oh, let the fire in, let the fire in. Let this fire burn me up. Your fiery love, your fiery love. Let the fire in. Let the fire in. Let this fire burn me up. Your fiery love, your fiery love. My love, when I saw her, my love, like wildfire, my love, true desire, I'm on fire. My love, when I'm with her, my love, ooh, she brings me nearer. My love takes me higher. I'm on fire. Land of suffering, baby, 'cause you know this fire can hurt. And I feel you near me, even though we're miles apart. But I'm not running, just let this fire burn. Oh, let the fire in, let the fire in. Let this fire burn me up. Your fiery love, your fiery love. Let the fire in. Let this fire in. Let this fire burn me up. Your fiery love, your fiery love. Ooh. Thanks, gents.
We'd like to thank you for joining us on yet another exciting episode of KWJUDAS on Gumption City Radio. We now turn you back to our regularly scheduled Gumption City program.